It's a question that's sure to keep parents awake at night, just what's going on inside the minds of their teenage children. In an increasingly digital world, the experience of being a West Australian teenager seems to be more complicated than ever. Claire Nichols met two artistic teams trying in very different ways to break into the teenage psyche.
78.3% of WA teenagers were born in Perth.
99.9% of us are on Facebook.
We daydream a lot and 47% of us use dental floss.
86% of us have been bullied.
Mobile phones, internet. It does make me feel incredibly old, this project. I think back and I go, wow, I never had a mobile phone. We never had answering machines. I'm really giving my age away here. And we didn't have the internet. And I think what they have access to is 24-hour online communication to everyone.
The premise is simple. 5 West Australian teenagers on stage speaking the words of their peers.
Brainwashed me into this whole weird internet relationship.
The project is Driving into Walls, a look inside the teenage mind, led by the new Barking Gecko artistic director, John Sheedy.
I thought, what better way, if I'm running a theatre company for young people, what better way to get to know the young people than go out and meet them, do a workshop with them and put on a show that is written by them, performed by them and is for them.
Wasn't there 28 as well?
The piece is the result of 6 months' work. John Sheedy and playwright Susie Miller travelled all over the state interviewing 500 teens, asking them a series of questions about life, love and everything in between.
Then we gave them a video camera and we said, find a private space and we want you to tell the camera something you've never told anyone before.
My name's Stuart. I don't want to get into drugs or anything, but one of my friends, he started taking drugs and drinking at 12 or 13. But I don't know. I think I'll try it.
Those confessions form the basis of the play.
It was incredibly fascinating. Some of the confessions were really heartbreaking and some of them were terrifying and some of them were hilarious, you know, really funny, and some were boring and some were made up, and some would sit there and say, I'm a terrorist, you know, and someone would, you know, they would try and sell us drugs and things like that.
I've been selling Dexies at school for the past 2 years. Still do. You want some?
Some of it I look at and I go, well, that's no different to what I would do when I was a teenager. There are some, for instance, the young girl that would strip on the internet. I think when I have children, I'll have the internet in the living room where everyone can see and has access to it.
When we were kids, there wasn't the internet. And, you know, if you got bullied, it was usually just at school, and we did, but mercilessly.
Henry Inglis and Aaron McCann have been trying in a very different way to break into the minds of WA teens.
Hey, Hen. Henry. Hen.
The filmmakers were asked to make an advert for Central TAFE targeted at the high school market.
But I don't know if I connect with teens right now.
Why not?
I don't know. It's just Twitter. Just Twitter. You know, I can't understand it, but we've joined up, and it's, I guess we'll get to understand it soon, but it seems like they're so much further ahead in technology and grasping stuff and kind of a limited attention span.
Here at Central, business students get a world-class education. You know how? Because it's a snap.
No.
It's a roll, fart, snap.
Possibly the reason we kind of understand teenagers is the fact that we're completely immature ourselves and quite, you know, we don't have, you know, a high attention span.
In just over a week, the ad has gone viral on the net, with more than 1.5 million hits on YouTube.
I think, like most uni advertising, and they're developed by creatives who are like 50 years old that don't know, they don't know what kids actually want.
But we don't know what kids actually want either.
In 10 years' time, I want to own my own company and be travelling the world. And rich. Really rich.
Back at Barking Gecko, the hopes and dreams of WA teens are being recited word for word. And while their experience of teenage life is very different to John Sheedy's, he says 6 months of working with young people has given him nothing but hope for the future.
I mean, they're so confident. They are so much more confident than I ever remember being. And I think, again, so much of that has to do with, and as I keep repeating, what they have access to. There is a huge level of confidence and honesty, but then also, as when I was a teenager, there is all that self-doubt as well.
And I'll be the one making the decisions about you. Do you trust me? Do you?
Understanding the minds of teenagers. Good luck with that. Claire Nichols reporting there.